Hi everyone, it's Monday, and you know what that means? It's time for Power Move Monday. Forget about how to train your dragon the way Disney does it. We're going to talk about how to be a dragon the way HBO does it. As you probably know, I believe that your behavior should never be in question. So when you're confronted with aggression at work, you should never retaliate with more aggression. However, I also believe that everything has its place. You don't have to be in a combative or violent situation with another human being to be aggressive. But if you want that promotion or you want that higher salary, aggression has its place. As you probably gathered from the opening line, I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan. And I thought to myself, Roseanne, what would Daenerys Targaryen do in a situation where she needed to be aggressive? I mean, she is the queen of the dragons after all. In last week's episode, she was being advised by Tyrion Lannister about being diplomatic instead of aggressive or even assertive. You don't want to be queen of the ashes.
Viserys had 3 dragons and an army at his back. He'd have invaded King's Landing already.
Conquering Westeros would be easy for you. But you're not here to be Queen of the Ashes.
No.
We can take the 7 kingdoms without turning it into a slaughterhouse.
I am not here to be Queen of the Ashes.
As the episode progresses, she asks for a one-on-one with Lady Olenna Tyrell, who's been around the block a few times. Lady Olenna comments on how Tyrion Lannister is a clever man. She's known many clever men, and she's outlived all of them because she actually chose not to follow their advice. To add to the drama, she reminds her that the lords of Westeros are sheep, and that she is not a sheep. She is the queen of the dragons. So in very dramatic fashion, she tells her to be a dragon.
He's a clever man, your hand. I've known a great many clever men. I've outlived them all. You know why? I ignored them. The lords of Westeros are sheep. Are you a sheep? No. You're a dragon. Be a dragon.
So in what ways can you be a dragon at work? You must be in control. I don't think I need to tell you that losing control at work can damage your reputation, can make you lose your job, or even in today's society, get you arrested. Have you ever seen a dragon lose control of their fire breathing? I haven't. Not in a Disney show or not in an epic film. They focus on the target. Number 2, you must understand the purpose of the aggression. Do you want to start a small campfire or do you want to take over a kingdom? Dial up the fire as appropriate. Finally, you should always be able to look at yourself in the mirror, or at least your reflection in the lake. This might sound a little off or like an oxymoron because after all, I am telling you to be a fire-breathing dragon, but we got to keep it ethical. We are talking about our livelihoods here, and in some cases, we're talking about helping others. But of course, this is all really a metaphor for going after what you want in a way that's going to put you on the map. I do liken this to my philosophy on humility. It has its place. As I've mentioned many times before, interviews, going after promotions, negotiating salaries are not the place for humility. You leave that at the door. Same thing for assertion versus aggression. Assertion has its place. When you're dealing with another human being, being assertive is probably the better way to go. When you're trying to go for the bigger and the better, you may have to dial it up and go for aggression. For example, you want that promotion? You got to go after the clients aggressively. You want to keep your job at a higher ed institution as, let's say, the director of admissions? Then you better go after the freshman class pretty aggressively. The competition is fierce, and there are plenty of sheep out there. But there aren't many dragons, so be a dragon. Hashtag Power Move Monday, hashtag solutions, not resolutions, hashtag be a dragon. You got this.